Extra innings, extra heart. This felt like October tonight. Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Boney. One name, all passion. And I've been an A's fan for over 40 years, and I've seen it all. Ricky, the Bash Brothers, the Big Three, that thing they called Mount Davis, the saga of Howard Terminal. And tonight, a win in Seattle. This team has turned this summer into a summer of fun. And we're stacking chips, and we're building a dynasty for 2028 Vegas. And we are making noise right now with a young crop of kids that are playing for each other. A young crop of kids that is beginning to be the envy of all of Major League Baseball. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts, including YouTube. So do me a favor and punch that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. And if you want, go to Podbay, Apple Podcast, and give me a 5-star review. It does help. Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by 5 Hour Energy. Enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31st, 2025. Guys, this wasn't a baseball game. It was a gut-punching, heart-racing, spine-tingling showdown that could have been ripped straight from October. The A's and Mariners went toe-to-toe under the lights in Seattle, trading haymakers in a heavyweight fight that had playoff tension dripping from every pitch. Darell Hernaiz lit the fuse with a clutch RBI single in the fourth, and then only for Randy Arozarena to silence the green and gold faithful with a mammoth 390-foot blast in the sixth. From there, the bullpen. It was a bullpen war. Every out feeling like life or death. The A's arms, Jeffrey Springs, 5 1/3. Michael Kelly, Newcomb, Tyler Ferguson, and how about my man, Hogan Harris, were flawless, shutting down Seattle's lineup like their season depended on it. And then came the 10th inning. I thought we were out. I thought it was going to be the same thing as last night. The game hanging on the thread, 2 outs. At this point, Langeliers and Nick Kurtz for the series were 0 for 14. And Langeliers delivered again. Swing of a night. A laser double down the right field line that sliced through Seattle's crowd noise and sent A's fans into delirium. At least I was. It was the kind of clutch, cold-blooded moment that makes legends and announces a team's arrival. This wasn't just a win. It was a statement. The A's proved they could walk into hostile territory, stare down a division rival, and come out with a victory that screams playoff DNA. If tonight wasn't a preview of what's coming, buckle up, because this team is about to make the baseball world pay attention. What a win, guys. What a win. I mean, what can you say about this team? We're 59-70. And right now, I don't even care. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's about a summer of fun. And right now, watching this team play, I'm having a lot of fun. This is what sports is about. This is what baseball's about. This group of kids play for each other. And yeah, the year's been frustrating, but right now, over the last stretch, win or lose, this team is playing for each other. And you guys who have been following this team day in and day out, good for you. Because those who haven't, they're the ones that are missing. Good for you. What do you guys got? Senior, tomorrow's a huge game. They're all huge. Absolutely. Would love to get tomorrow's game. Bamboo. J-Poo, despite, oh my God, how bad was the umpiring? How bad was the umpiring? They sure tried, didn't they? Happy Saturday night. Mark, love the vibe of this team, and a healthy Wilson makes the world of difference. He sure does. He sure adds depth to that lineup, doesn't he? He sure adds depth to that lineup. I'm really tired of seeing Urias and Butler getting ABs when everyone else feels like they give us a shot. Yeah, man, I don't know about everybody else, right? I mean, who do we have else on the bench as far as what we're looking at? You got the choices for Urias and Butler's Colby Thomas. He's been looking overmatched. He had a good couple game stretch. He looked overmatched tonight. He has looked overmatched in the past. He's still striking out a 50% rate. You got JJ Bleday. We know the story on him. You got Brett Harris. I don't think he's quite ready. You got Willie McIver. I just don't think we're a real deep team, Mark. You know what I mean? I don't think we're as deep as we think we are. In other words, I don't think there's a lot of guys out there that we could simply, replace where they're just taking up space. I think it's what we have right now. Sales, A's creeping up. We still got a ways to go. We got a ways. The other team is the Yankees. The Yankees are hitting a skid. 60 wins. Bad calls tonight for sure. Golly. I mean, that one Harris had at the bottom of the zone, was that against Crawford? Yeah. Unreal. String win. Great win. Great win. Just the bullpen's been amazing, man. I mean, with the exception of Alvarado's outing last night, it's been lights out. Hogan, Harris. How about my man Hogan? I mean, Hogan had some adversity tonight. Those were some tough at-bats, especially after the grounder he got from J.P. Crawford, which was a tailor-made double play that Jacob Wilson bobbled. Bounced back, got the next scheme out. Wilson was being Wilson. In the 10th, that was an error call. That's not an error call, J-Poo. That's not an error. It's not an error. They got an out. So when it's a fielder's choice, right? If it's a fielder's choice and they get the out, by definition, it's not an error. It can't be an error, just by the rules. So it wasn't something where the official scored it wrong. If you get an out on a play, even if you bobble it, it's still a fielder's choice, right? It's not an error. It's not an error. I know what you mean. He should have had the double play. Should have been easy, but it's not an error if that's what you're talking about. What a great game. Yeah, man. Fatal. It was, bud. Oh, my God. Always a rubber match in Seattle. Would love to see Butler and Bleday make a comeback, but might be asking too much. Shout out to our bullpen chiefs. Yeah, I'd love to see Bleday and Butler come through. What was great about tonight, guys, is if you really look at the middle of the order and guys we were depending on up until Langeliers hit. I mean, what were we? Kurtz 0 for 4. Rooker 0 for 4. Soderstrom 0 for 3. Langeliers going into that at bat 0 for 3. Going into that at bat, Langeliers and Kurtz were combined 0 for 14. Pretty damn cool. Let's do it before Vegas. If they actually get to Vegas, time to lock in this year. It's us against the world. The most hated team in sports. Well, you're not helping it with that if they get to Vegas there, senior. But I get it. They're going to Vegas, man. Come on. Glad Robles was chill. This is part of the best series of the year. So close. Yeah, man. It's always nice to get Seattle. Always nice to get Seattle. Especially in that second inning. You guys remember the second inning? Soderstrom, leadoff walk. Jacob Wilson, base hit. We have first and third. Can't get the damn run home. Can't get the damn run. I love that. I love that, senior. I love that. All 13. We're up to 17 right now. We're small but mighty. 100%, man. Hey, it's about a summer of fun. And right now I'm having fun. Been having fun. At Senior, how to assemble after the game. What's up, Mark? Seattle starting pitching is filthy unfair. They're so good. They haven't been as great, though, right? Kirby's had a little bit of over a 4 ERA. He hasn't been great. But Brian Wu, I mean, Jesus, could you imagine if Brian Wu and Justin Verlander in his prime pitched every game against the A's? We'd go 0-162. I think we might score a total of 7 runs. I mean, they just got absolute papers on us. Seattle starting pitchers for you. Again, Gilbert tomorrow. Mark, you'd figure that and it's a respectable lineup too. It's a good, solid lineup. You figure with that pitching staff, the bullpen's good, the lineup, how are they on the borderline to make the playoffs? You think that's a plus 105 win team. A's hopeful fan, I feel like tomorrow's a playoff game, must-win game. Hey, they're going to play hard. They're going to give it what they got. We'll see what happens. They're competing, right, Fatal? They're competing. Salty, regardless of the way it's finishing, it's amazing how far they have come in only 12 months. Yeah, Salty, you said it, man. It's been a hell of a turnaround so far this year. It's been so good. Keep this core together, get some pitching next few years. Yeah, I think we'll contend next year, hopefully. What was our rotation last year, right? We had Badeau, J.P. Sears, Mitch Spence, Joey Estes, and who's our 5th guy? I can't think of it in my mind. Lopez tomorrow. Hey, that's our guy, Vague. That's our guy. Lopez tomorrow. 100%, guys. This was fun today. This was absolutely fun. Loved every bit of it. I got to take a break. When I come back, let's talk a little bit more about the game and how cool it was. I'll see you in a minute. Whether you are time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime-flavored shot brings the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you are out on the course or just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good players and good people. And the great ginger lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the Bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf vacation for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5hewin.com for rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31st, 2025. Oh, Ross Stripling. Yeah, J. Pooh, we did have Ross Stripling. Speaking of the pitching staff last year, Ross Stripling was part of it. Alex Wood was our opening day starter. They made a few bucks last year. But I'm talking about more Paul Blackburn, Joe Boyle, J.P. Sears. That was our opening day pitching staff last year. Alex Wood, Ross Stripling, Paul Blackburn, Joe Boyle, and J.P. Sears. That was our opening day starting rotation last year. Last year, squad had a ceiling 70 wins and a floor of 70 this year. It's so funny to me how Badeau was our ace last year. Down the stretch, he was, Fatal. Down the stretch. And it's a miracle if he doesn't let up a run. He's looked good out of the bullpen as of late. The last outing, he looked really good. He looked like he was pitching for his career. I was surprised as anybody. Salty, the last Crawford at bat. Oh, my God. The J.P. Crawford at bat was nuts. First of all, they missed strike 3 on the bottom of the zone. I mean, it was in the zone. It wasn't borderline. It was in the zone. All night, that damn umpire missed calls. And then we get him. He hits a ground ball up the middle. We have him played perfectly. Wilson, it's an easy one. He fields it. Boom, boom, double play. Bobble. Then he walks. What's he do after that? I forget what happened. He walks the next guy. Bases loaded. And we get the deal. We get a fielder's choice 5-4 right to Brett Harris. When it first came off his bat to end the game, I thought it was going to get through that hole. It was hit decently. Not crazy, but decently. It was Arozarena. And then Young walked, right? On the 3-2 pitch. Nutty. God, great game today. Let's go. Hey, guys, at the end of the day, this is what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about. It's about a summer of fun. It's not about spending. It's not about your shiny free agents. It's about every day, that 3 hours out of the day you have, whether you're just a baseball fan or getting away from the damn daily grind and watching a team play for each other and compete. That's what this is all about. That's what sports is all about. Because last time I checked, I haven't seen John Fisher's name in the starting lineup. It's not about that. It's about what we're seeing right now. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That rotation last year, yeah. Great team win. Great, you said it, Cage. Great team. I mean, everybody. Darell Hernaiz. Sean Newcomb. How good Sean Newcomb been, guys? Langeliers been struggling. First game, 0 for 4, 4 Ks. Haven't been struggling, but the first game. Jeffrey Springs, his last 2 starts have been awful. Last night's heartbreak loss, and we bounce back like this. Blackbird today, 3. you know, if you have a group of guys that are in it for each other, it's a way different feeling, man. What a way for Langeliers. Yeah. Langeliers 0 for 7 streak with the lead taking double. That's exactly how you want to end things off. You said it. The A's and Mariners look like equal opponents these last 2 games. And we're playing in their yard. And we're still making a few mistakes. That second inning was a little bit of a heartbreaker. Darell Hernaiz coming through with 2 outs, though. How huge was that? How huge was that hit? Let's not underestimate what Darell Hernaiz has given this team. I mean, what a big hit. Because if you look at the inning, right? Lead off. Soderstrom walked. Wilson flew out to left. Butler struck out looking. Soderstrom with a key stolen base. I thought for sure it was going to be a strike him out, throw him out type deal. And Soderstrom got a good jump and got in on the tag. And who would have known? Hernaiz, line drive, base hit. That was in the 4th. And what was so huge about that was the second inning. The second inning almost started off the same. Same thing. Soderstrom walked. Wilson this time singled. Butler broken bat, little looper to third. Hernaiz bunted. It was kind of like a safety squeeze. Actually, I was thinking of that before it happened. It didn't work out. Cortez reached on an infield single. And then Urias hit it hard, but lined it out right to first. A lot of fun. What's up, Senior? Heck yeah, I'm ready to run through a lot. It's completely possible the A's have 5 guys hit 30 home runs. Langeliers, Kurtz, Rooker. Next year. Okay, I thought you were saying this year. 4 guys this year, possibly. Mark, what do you think of Kurtz in the leadoff spot, Booney? He's been walking a ton with nobody base to block his path. I like it. Mark, I've been a big proponent of it. I've criticized it. I haven't liked it. But what he did in Minnesota and the at-bats he was having in Minnesota, he's a different specimen. I like it. He has a great eye. He's getting on base. And the only time really it's like, you know, I don't know who else you put in the lead. Right now, I like our lineup. I like Kurtz. I like Langeliers. I like Rooker. I like Soderstrom. I like Wilson. I mean, for how long has it been since we've had 5 guys in the top 5 spots that's like, hey, they belong where they belong. And that's what it feels like to me. 9.5 games out of the wild card. Booney, hey, I didn't say the P word, Bill. I didn't say the P word, Bill. Stop it. Yeah, I didn't say it. I missed last night's stream, but I saw Niles pitch again. I dare say he has some similarities to Pedro. God. He's like that's a good call, Bamboo. I thought you were going to say Kendall Graveman again. No, I'm kidding. He's like a newer version of Pedro, right? Because when Pedro pitched, like 93 was throwing gas. Now 93 is not that hard anymore. Now it's like 98, 99. Yeah. Good call. Guys, I got to take a quick break. I'm going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about Seattle tomorrow. Unreal. Couldn't be more excited about this team and the excitement they're bringing as far as baseball. And what I love about it, hey, by the way, think about this, guys. Think about this before I take this break. Mason Miller, who? I don't know. Seems like our bullpen is doing just fine as far as I'm concerned. I'll see you in a minute, guys. August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you are calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winners, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. The flyer I'm taking for MVP in the NFL this year, and I've said it before, and I'm sticking with it. Jordan Love, Green Bay Packers. NFC West Division champions, San Francisco 49ers. AFC West, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to parlay those two together because that's going to pay. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bets now because Future Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. Guys, I'm sitting there and watching the game, and I'm pulling my hair out. I'm going nuts. I'm like, I cannot deal with another heartbreak. I can't deal with that. After Kurtz hit a solid ball up the middle, just right at somebody, I thought, oh my God, we're going to leave more guys in scoring position. The team did it, man. They kept fighting. Whoever is missing out on watching this team play is missing out. Because for the last 26 games, I've never had more fun, 27 games, whatever it's been, watching a ball club play. They're playing with something to prove. They're playing for each other. They're playing because they care. How can't you be happy for guys like Hogan Harris, who was sent down twice this year? Barely given a chance. A guy like Tyler Ferguson, who went through a stretch this year where he couldn't get a batter out. Sean Newcomb, who's a journeyman, left-handed pitcher. Hasn't done much his whole career. 31 years old. Has a 1.71 ERA with the A's. How can you not be excited for these kids? Darell Hernaiz, who was brought up last year, struggled and spent most of the year, almost all of it, in AAA and just kept playing. And when his opportunity came up, he's taken advantage. Justin Sterner started off the year on fire. struggled, got sent down. Since he's been back up, lights out. Jacob Lopez. Jeffrey Springs, who's been out of baseball for 2 years, basically. I mean, it's a special crew, guys. It's a special crew. Carlos Cortez, how about him? Had his first major league game just about a month ago. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Are we where we want to be in the standings? No. But are we having fun? Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Good sign, at least he has a great arm and movement. You're talking about Morales. Yeah, man. Bamboo, he's special, isn't he? I mean, listen. At the end of the season, I'm going to have a show where I just put up all my bad takes. And there's a lot of them. The show might go on for an hour or so because I had a lot of bad takes. And Luis Morales, Soda should have slid on the butt. Yeah, Bill. I don't think it would have mattered, but it didn't hurt, right? Who knows? He could have got underneath the tag or something could have happened. I would have liked to see a slide as well. At this point, I'm fine with Hernaiz start until DeVries is ready. I'm sold on Muncy as our guy. Yeah, DeVries is going to be a while, man. I don't even think DeVries will be ready next year. I thought they rushed him up to AA. You got to also remember he's 18 years old. He's 1 for 20 right now, 2 for 20 in, I'll tell you exactly what he is. In AA, hang on. Let me tell you exactly what he is. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Oh, DeVries. No, he's better than that. 3 for 20. 3 for 20. I don't know. We'll see. How does Kurtz draw a walk literally every game? Guys, fatal. He's gotten to the point right now where pitchers have to be careful on how they pitch him. And he has a great eye. It's not like the beginning of the season where they're just, hey, they're throwing over 2-0 fastballs. Now it's like a 2-0 nasty slider. I don't know. I don't know how you switch, how you take Kurtz out of that spot, Cage. We're winning with him. We're productive offensively with Kurtz in the leadoff spot. I think you just keep on rolling with him. I think you keep on rolling with him. He gives us the best opportunity to get on base. And I think 2 through 5 right now, we have some depth. I like Kurtz in the leadoff spot right now. Salty, what's our 26 lineup? Hey, Salty, right now, can Butler be on the team? Butler's struggling, man. Here's my concern with Butler. And again, the thing I'm concerned with Butler has been something that has hurt him his whole career, and that's striking out. He's hitting 233, 232, whatever. Okay? It's going to happen. He has 151 strikeouts. He's I think, top 5 or top 10 in all of baseball. But if you even take it even a step further, as far as at bats and his strikeouts, I think he might be leading the league. And that's my concern. And right now he has zero confidence. You see it in his face. He has zero confidence. He's had some good at bats the last every now and then. But when you look at what he's been doing, man, it's just, I mean, this series right now, 0 for 7, 3 strikeouts. Against the Twins, you're like, hey, he's playing better. He went 2 for 11 against the Twins. Against the Angels, he was 2 for 11. Against the Devil Rays, he's 3 for 10. That's his best series in a long time. So he needs to start figuring it out. He needs to start figuring it out because he's not giving us much, man. It almost feels like an automatic. And that's how I feel about Bleday as well. Like, I'm happy with a guy like Carlos Cortez and Darell Hernaiz. I know they're going to give competitive at-bats. And that's what I like about those guys. They're fighting. They're giving you competitive at-bats. What's up, Sam? It was nice to see a shot of right field Will in the stands a couple days ago. I can only see Oakland only fans coming back when they make the playoffs again. I honestly, Salty, I think the A's are going to start, if they start winning, and especially how they're winning and with the group of guys they have, I think you're going to see the A's fan base explode. I think it's going to be huge. I think it's a type of team that is just, it's a beautiful team when you really look at it. Beautiful team when you really look at it. Jacob Wilson, Kurtz, Muncy, Langeliers, and then with Denzel, Tyler. And then when you have those guys, those youngsters, and then you have a leader like Brett Rooker, that quiet leader, that quiet demeanor, I think it's a special team, man. I think the fan base is going to explode. I think the A's will bring fans into baseball that were never fans before. I really do. I really do. It's a special team. When you have a team that is as talented as they are, that are beginning to play for each other, it makes it even more special. Guys, look at how many of these guys have played at one time or another in Vegas together. When you've been at the bottom trying to survive and trying to make a career for yourself, it's a different feel. It's a different feel. Bedot, Jacob Lopez, Michael Kelly, JT Ginn, Alvarado, Perkins, Sterner, Morales, Ferguson, Hogan Harris, Joey Estes, who just got brought up, Lawrence Butler last year, Jacob Wilson just got back from a rehab assignment, Kurtz, Langeliers, Cortez, Colby Thomas, McIver, Hernaiz, Blade, Brett Harris, all played together in Vegas at one time or another. You play differently. You start to realize the fight they're going through. They realize the fight you're going through. And at the end of the day, you want to do it for each other. This is going to be a special team, guys. Ferguson touching 98. God, he was bringing it. You hear their grunts? We are all guilty of bad takes, yeah. For the first time in 3 years, I'm looking forward and can't wait till, hey, Bill, Jesus. It might have been the first positive comment you said all year, bud. But yeah, Bill, it's a fun team, man. It's a fun team. And I've said it all year too, right? I've said culture matters. Togetherness matters. And you're seeing, you know who else? You know who's doing it right now is the Brewers. The Brewers are doing that. It's fun, guys. I don't think DeVries needs to excel in Double-A this year. He doesn't need to excel. You're right, Salty. He doesn't need to excel in Double-A this year, but he can't be hitting 150. He can't be hitting 150. He needs to excel at AAA before he ever gets brought up. And I thought he needed to excel at High A before he got brought up to Double-A. He wasn't doing great in the High A. He was hitting 240, 243. Again, I'm a proponent of don't rush anybody. They're kids. He's 18 years old. I think he's going to be great. He's going to grow into that body, but he's 18 years old. Not to keep hating on Butler, but his strikeout with the slider has dropped right down the middle. He argued, dude needs to go back to AAA to get right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe. But right now he is, Jesus. Right now he is. And we can't define what a long run is. You take it game by game, series by series. And right now, since he's been in the leadoff spot, the A's have one of the best offenses in all of baseball. Will it last? We'll see. I don't know who else you put in the leadoff spot. I'd rather have him there than anybody else we have, even Wilson. I like Wilson in the 5 spot. LDV, let the young guys develop. Yes, when they are rushed, it's setting up. I agree with you, Veg. I have that too. Rook, Shea, Willie, Court, Soda locks. Yep. Trading Butler in the offseason would be good in my humble opinion. I'm with you, but what do we get in return, Salty? You got to look at it the eyes from a GM, from another team. You got a player that doesn't have the best body language, not best for chemistry, struck out 151 times, serviceable defensively at best. I mean, does another GM really want him? He has a contract tied to him, not a big one, but still a contract. A's are the OKC of MLB. No, the A's are the A's. The A's are the A's of MLB. Jesus. I see where you're getting at, but yeah. It's a different team. The A's are a different team than you'll ever see right now, in my opinion. I might be a little biased on it, but the pitching potential seems as deep as I can remember. I mean, the pitching's been amazing. I'm shocked at it, Bamboo. I can't figure it out. I mean, the performance we've gotten as of late. I mean, are you kidding me? Jeffrey Springs, Jacob Lopez, Perkins has been solid. He just went on the 15-day IL. Morales should be interesting to see who gets the start in Perkins' spot. They just brought up Joey Estes. I think you give it to Badeau. Thoughts on Bolte and AAA? I love them. Same issue though, my man. Andres, not an issue, but I don't like the strikeouts. And I get it. I don't mean to harp on strikeouts. I guess that's part of the game right now. But Bolte, 36 times in 95 at-bats. That's like 39%. I think the MLB average is like, I want to say 19? Something like that, 20%? That's too much. That's too much. If you're striking out 39% of the time, you better be hitting 40 bombs. Bolte brings a lot of speed. He is when people talk about 5-tool guys, it's a guy like Henry Bolte. He can hit for average. He can hit for power. He has speed, big time speed, second in the whole organization as far as stealing bases. Defensively, he's good. He can throw. He's awesome. I like him a lot. 21 years old. But you can't strike out 39% of the time. Let me give you guys a little bit of an example. You guys remember your boy Gio Urshela, right? All your guys' buddies. Gio Urshela in AAA Vegas had 14 at-bats, had 7 hits, had a bomb, scored 6 times. He hit 500 with an OPS of 1.420. Seth Brown, another guy. Seth Brown in AAA Vegas played in 9 games, 42 at-bats, had 21 hits, 500, 1.583 OPS. Drew Avens hit 328 with an 858 OPS. Willie McIver, 362. Shea Langeliers hit 615. My point to all of this, guys, is Gio Urshela couldn't even get the ball to the warning track in Major League Baseball. Seth Brown got DFA'd. The jump from major AAA, especially Vegas, especially that league, which is a hitter's league, is huge. So yeah, I feel that you need to be dominating in AAA in order to get the call up. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Seth Brown. Here's another Seth Brown. Had 42 at-bats. He struck out 3 times. 42 at-bats. He struck out 3 times. In the big leagues, let me tell you what he did. He had 65 at-bats. He struck out 23 times. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And that's why it's important to have guys that not only dominate in the minor leagues, but don't strike out. If you can't put the bat on the ball in the lower levels, do you think you're going to do that in big league baseball? So think about that. Think about those few guys right there, because it's been common too. And the same thing with pitching as well. Same thing with pitching. I'd be thrilled to get a bullpen arm for Butler and to use that money. That's the whole thing, though, Salty. You think someone's going to take that contract and give us a bullpen arm? I'd be in. If we can trade him for an arm. Listen, first of all, a couple things. I don't want to trade Butler for nothing. If that's the case, for just a salary dump, his salary is not that much. Plus, we need to spend this offseason. I don't want to do that. I'd rather give him a shot. And if that means sending him to Vegas to get right, I'd rather do that. Imagine if Geloff gets right with Muncy back, a lot of talent. Yeah. Geloff had another home run again tonight, right? But everyone's talking about Geloff. And I was on the Geloff train for a while when he had on that home run train. His last 20 at-bats, 3 for 20, 10 strikeouts. 3 for 20, 10 strikeouts. Sounds like the 2024 Zach Geloff to me right now. Because he's hitting only 240-something. He's hitting only 240-something. For me, as far as I'm concerned, I was high on Geloff to come up. But for me, right now, Geloff's doing enough to earn his spot in spring training. He needs to still finish off strong, and he needs to compete for a job next year. Because right now I have Darell Hernaiz well ahead of him. I have Darell Hernaiz well ahead of him at second base. It's not even close as far as I'm concerned. I like Butler. He's batting 6th or 7th. Not a guy we depend on. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. But shit, Salty. I mean, he's hitting under 200 for the last whatever games. And this team's at a different level offensively if Lawrence Butler gets hot. So I still want to let Lawrence Butler do his thing. I don't want to give up on Lawrence Butler. Hey guys, appreciate you guys hanging out, man. What a fun win. It's always fun to win. It's always fun to talk about it. Guys, this is what it's about at the end of the year, man. The team's competed and they've tried their best every single night. And you couldn't ask for more. Does it drive you nuts at times? Sure. But this is why we do it. And to see a group of kids and a group of players come together like they have. If you're missing it, if you're so caught up in the politics of it, like, hey, so many of us were at one time, you're missing out on something special for sure. When Clark gets back, he and Butler can platoon in center field. Yeah, next year. Clark won't be back this year. Amazing to see everyone pick each other up for sure. Booney, I'm a A's fan from Taiwan. The A's are winning meaningful games and trying to win as many close games as possible. You said it, my friend. Hey, and thanks for hopping on, man. It means a lot. They're competing, right? They're competing. A lot of fun, guys. This is what it's all about at the end of the day, guys. This is what it's about. And the big mistake I've made is made it too much about playoffs. At the end of the day, it's a winning business. We want to get there. But at the end of the day, guys, like I said at the beginning, very important, man. It's about a summer of fun. It is about a summer of fun. And I think we're all having a lot of fun right now. You take care, guys. You have a good night. And thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen every day. Or your second listen, fine. The all-night Locked On MLB game night. Every game, every night until a World Series champion is crowned. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB game night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. Hopefully, I'll check you guys out tomorrow. We'll talk a little bit more A's baseball. And, hey, we'll enjoy each other's company and enjoy talking some baseball. Take it easy, fellas.